G'day, Doug Williams here.
The frog pond is an investigation based on this task from the Mathematics Task Centre, and it's designed to be in this form to be used by 2 students at a whole range of levels to explore something to do with chance and go on from there. Now we can adapt this to other levels, and it needs some frogs, and that's what we'll use the poly plug for, and it needs a pond, that's what we'll use the paper plate for, and this one says that it needs its own dice marked out with 1 out and 1 in, 2 in and 2 out, and 3 in and 3 out. We can change how we get the same result by choosing to use a normal spot dice and have the rule that if we roll a 1, 2 or 3, that means we put 1, 2 or 3 in. If we roll a 4, 5 or 6, it means we put a 1, 2 or 3 out. This is an investigation that 2 students do together, and you would normally begin it outside at the sand pit or wherever, where the children are the actual frogs jumping in and out. Then we come back inside and build a tabletop model as we're doing here. And the activity begins with, let's say, 3 frogs already in the board, and we're going to roll the dice, follow the rules, and keep track of how many rolls it takes to empty the pond of frogs. So here we go. And we've rolled 5, and 5 doesn't mean anything to do with 5 things other than if it's a 5 we have to take 2 out. Oh, we're on the way to emptying the pond already, and we have to keep score of how many rolls we've had. We've had 1 roll. Next one. 6. We have to take 3 out. Ha! We emptied the pond already, and it only took 2 rolls. So for our first trial, 2 rolls to empty the pond of 3 frogs. Let's try it again. A 4. Well, 1 has to jump out. And we've had 1 turn. And we do it again. A 2. But this is an in. If we get a 2, 2 have to come in. Aha. Now we've got more to empty than we started with. Keep it going. Oh, that was our second shot. So this time it isn't going to take 2 rolls. 1. Ooh, 1 has to go in. Now it would have been sensible at the start to predict how many rolls it would take for the frogs to be all out of the pond, but perhaps we wouldn't have had enough data on which to build a sensible prediction. But we've got some data now. We've had our 3rd turn. We got them all out in 2 rolls before. We're up to the 3rd roll now. You can have a prediction. How many do you think it will be? Okay, roll. We got a 4, which means 1 comes out, and we have to record. Right. Now, what would we need to happen to empty the pond? Can we do it in 1 round, 1 roll? No. So we'd need at least 2 rolls to empty the pond. Let's see what happens. We got a 3. Uh-oh. A 3 means that 3 have to go in. And now we've got significantly more in the pond than we had before. No changing your prediction. How many did you think before? Let's see if we can work towards it. And we've had our next turn. This is a good opportunity to introduce tallying too, depending on where you are in the school and whether the young people are ready for it. And I'm not going any further with it. That's enough for you to get the idea of this. Starting outside, building the tabletop model, collecting data, small groups, or the whole class. Lots of discussion from the data.
And you can find out more about Frog Pond in the Mathematics Centre Task Library.
See ya.